All right, let's talk about Eberechi. Easy. And a lot of people
not an easy name to pronounce, is it?
Yeah, I know a lot of people. I heard what's the name, the Romano, here we go, he said some crazy, the way he pronounced it, I was like, I don't know if it's the same person you say,
like, I know I'm not saying it right, but I don't think you are either, buddy. We'll be honest.
Eberechi. Easy. That's a pretty Nigerian name right there.
Is it easy or is it Eze?
You're the first person that pronounced it closer to anyone I've seen pronounce it. He's been in the news for a while now. Arsenal wants him. I don't know if other teams want him, but he's in there. But the assumption was if his release clause run down, because he's still under contract till 2027, but the release clause is ending somewhere between the next 2 weeks or now. I don't know exactly, but it's in August. So Arsenal was thinking getting him, but that's a bird, because the release clause means his release clause was 68 million, meaning you cannot buy him anymore at that price, because now you have to go, if the team Crystal Palace feel like this guy is a big shot, I'm gonna increase the price, because there's no more release clause for you to come and get him for the 16. I think Arsenal shouldn't have waited.
Yeah, well, and he's been sort of in that conversation as well of, sort of reinforcing positions of strength already. Yeah. There have been some fans, both Arsenal fans and neutral fans, that have not wanted or not agreed with or not made sense of this potential signing as
a good signing.
You've already got Odegaard as an attacking midfielder. It's like, so what?
Yeah,
that's not what we're talking about. It's like if somebody's not playing to the quality that you expect them or that they've been capable of in the past, you need to create some sort of tension. You need to create some sort of competition.
Yeah.
If he muscles Odegaard out of the spot, that's not a bad. If you're a supporter and Eze comes in and muscles Odegaard out from that starting attacking midfield spot, you should be happy to hear that. You don't want what you want somebody that's foundering in their position to stay there just because you like them. I like him as an Arsenal fan. I like that, but would I like to see them fighting week in, week out for a position? Does it make them both play better? Then yes, that's the answer. And they've also talked about that Eze could be a midfielder that does drift higher up to the left.
Yeah.
And maybe that provides a little bit more reinforcement for Martinelli.
Yeah.
Maybe it helps Martinelli recycle the ball a little bit more. Maybe it gives him another option to feed the ball back inside for a better finisher, because he does have a good shot. But they've also said that it could be a potential, like, he just takes over the left wing on his own. Now, I think that might eliminate some of his strong suits.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you do need to respond to the lackluster performances of that position in the past couple of seasons from Martinelli. You missed out on Rodrigo. It's likely not going to happen. And it's not, and Nani Madueke is not a 1-for-1 replacement for a Rodrigo theoretically. So it's likely that he and Martinelli would be struggling for positioning there anyway.
Martinelli, Odegaard, I think when comfortability breeds mediocrity.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
The thing about it, the way I'm seeing, if I was in Arteta's brain, I'm thinking a 4-3-3, that's his thing with inverted fullback or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm thinking if I'm bringing Easy he can exploit the half space, because Arsenal has been having a lot of problem with low back teams, when you low block teams, right?
Yeah.
So Easy is technically savvy. He's innovative and creative when he has the ball. He's good with the tighter space, so he can create there with that low block and enable other players. And you have Gyökeres now, which is really good at that attacking spot. We'll see what he does, but I feel like that's the combination he wants to run. And if he has a left wing, which Madueke is here, I think that's why he bought Madueke, for the speed, not necessarily for accuracy, because then we can divert those balls to Gyökeres. Now you can actually muscle your way to a low block with every single thing. Then.
Yeah, well, because that's been the issue in the past couple of seasons. Was that they had no problem in quick transition. They had no problem getting men in front of the ball for an attacking build-up. But if you were able to weather that first run of creative energy going forward, they slowed down immediately. And I said it a couple of weeks ago as well. I mean, they'll create a little crescent around the box and just keep hammering you, but you don't feel like you're under intense fire. There's not a creative spark once you stop the actual momentum, and somebody that is more creative and a bit more technically sound outside the box that could possibly be feeding the ball back into Odegaard as well, because I don't think Odegaard is a playmaker the same way that Kevin De Bruyne was.
No,
but because he's more of an attacking midfielder. He gets that one extra touch on the ball, in the build-up to give it to your striker. He's not the one that's really lacing crazy passes from midfield to create the momentum. That's not what he is supposed to do. That's not what he's ever really done for them either.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like that's what is being, especially when you're under pressure now. I think this will be the ninth season or the 10th, no, the ninth, right? Because he's been there for, because now they're saying that he can build a team that can compete. Now the stage of the competition in everyone's mind has passed. Now is the stage of we want trophies, and like you said, if you have a lot of people good at the same spot, it's not bad, because then now people compete. You're not just comfortable in your position. You have to win this position. You have to deserve the spot, and if you deserve deserve the spot, you will play for that spot. And guess what? We might start winning these trophies. That's what Madrid does. They don't care if you're a big shot, but when it's time for you to go, they're gonna make sure.
Yeah, because for the 4 seasons, then Odegaard and Saka were the 2 jewels in the crown.
Yeah.
So if one of the jewels is not performing the way they're supposed to, like, why would you not bring like that? You should be prioritized to bring somebody in to challenge him. Because if he can't keep up at that level anymore, I mean, whether he means a lot to you, and the club and the fans, that's one thing. But you've got to put out your numbers again.